tonight is celebrating 45 years of broadcasting. That's incredible. 45 years. That's 5 more than me. He's the host of Larry King Live. Please welcome the King, Larry King. Very nice to see you again.
Good to be with you. I have great memories of this place.
Of this studio right here.
Yeah, I was here, I think, what, your first or second week?
That's right, way back in 1993.
You had a guy sitting here?
That's right, Andy.
What happened to him?
He went to medical school. Medical school right now. He's doing very well, yeah.
It's a great audience.
Yeah.
Great fun to be with you, Conan.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for being here. How'd you like my impression of what it's like to be a guest on Larry King that I did up front of the show? You probably didn't see that. But it's actually a virtual representation of what it's like to be on Larry King. Just put that right in my face.
You said that...
Missoula Falls! What's going on?
Here's about his first.
This is how close we are.
No.
It is, and you kept leaning in.
Well, I lean. See, I got the suspenders.
Right, very nice.
Okay, and I lean in.
You lean
and that
in.
forces the guest to lean in. And what that is, Conan, is intimacy. What that does is it...
This is why I'm not being asked back, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's a very different style. I mean, a lot of people have this kind of style right here. I like this because I can hit you at any time.
You like movement.
I like movement.
I don't like movement. I like not necessarily in your face. I like the approach of being there.
Right.
In other words, it makes the audience and I are sort of in this together with the guest. And the guest counts.
Right.
I haven't learned anything, never learned anything when I was talking.
Right.
You talk. You're the guest.
Right.
I'm the guest now.
I don't think you learned anything when I was talking either, to be honest.
No, I learned a lot about you.
It was good. It was very good. It was a fun time. And 45 years in the business, you have talked to everybody. Nixon. Talked to Arafat, Sinatra, Brando, Marlon Brando, recluse. No one ever sees this guy. There are rare sightings every now and then.
Here's what happened to me. I'm in California. I live there now, but this was at a time we'd go out like once every 3 months. And the producer calls me up. I was at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel and says, look, you're not going to believe this. Marlon Brando wants to go on Larry King Live. You're kidding. And he's going to call you. He wants to talk to you. Okay. Phone rings like 20 minutes later. I said, hello. Voice says, King, it's Marlon. I said, Marlon who? Little hip?
Right.
Could have been Marlon.
And he hung up and never came on the show. The end. Yeah.
Could have been Marlon Fitzwater.
Right.
So he says, hey, we're going to do the show Friday. He says, but I'd like to talk to you first. You want to come up to the house for lunch? He says, do you have a car? I said, well, yeah, I got to drive. He says, I'll send someone to pick you up. Go downstairs. So I go downstairs. I'm standing there. Brando drives in. Marlon Brando drives in. It looked like a white Chevy. I get in the car.
Marlon Brando drives around in a white Chevy?
It was a white something. I'm not good on cars.
Right.
Could have been a Chevy. Anyway.
But not an impressive car.
No.
Piece of junk.
By him, not a piece of junk.
Okay, sorry.
See, that's what you're doing. You jump up. And he drove up. The doorman to the hotel says, I see this. I don't believe it, but I see it. I get in the car with Brando, and the first thing we do is start singing songs. We start doing contests of old songs. He's a song buff. So, like, he said, I'll do the first line, you do the second line. So, like, he said, get your coat and get your hat. Right. And I said, leave your worries on the doorstep, right? We were doing this back and forth. And I got to think, people in Beverly Hills are walking along, watching Marlon Brando and a Jewish guy with glasses doing songs in the front of a car. And then he drove me up to his house.
You two were like Thelma and Louise. You're just like driving around. I wish someone had filmed that. That's
and he
was a great guest, but he also, at the end of the interview, he did something that shocked America.
Shocked me, shocked the world. It's played all over the world.
He kissed you.
He kissed me. We were doing a song at the end. He said, let's do a song.
Right.
So we sang a little song, and I was about to say goodnight. We did it at his house.
Right.
And he kissed me on the lips.
We have this on tape. Let's review that.
By the way,
magical love connection.
30 pounds heavier here. And Here's the weird thing.
Yeah. Oh, wait, here's the weird thing? I'm still getting that out of my head.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Who can, now, we had William Shatner on the show not too long ago, and those are always insane interviews.
Yeah, he is.
He's a madman.
He's totally whacked.
Yes.
I mean,
the guy's crackers.
That's right. If he were really Captain Kirk,
right,
the ship never went anywhere.
Right.
Forget. No, I like Bill. He's a good
guy, but you never know what he's going to say next. At the end of the interview, he says, Conan, you must join us. We're going to have I'm going to have a giant paintball game with Larry King.
Yeah, now here's what he did to me.
Is this true?
He was on my show, and he says, you know what we're going to have, Larry? A giant paintball game with Conan O'Brien. So I'm
in on this too. I'm like the biggest. I'm like Big Bird. I'm like 6'4" with orange hair. I'd be getting shot left and right.
I understand it with paintball. He explained it to me. We go into some sort of arena, right?
Yeah.
And we wear uniforms, a team against a team.
Right.
And we shoot each other with little stingers.
And it hurts when you get. I've played it before. It hurts when you get hit. Oh, sorry.
There's pain. There's pain?
Yeah, there's pain. Yeah, it stings. If you folks anyone play paintball, it hurts when you get hit. It stings.
Pass.
But it's cool, and all this blood stuff goes, and you go like, no.
All right, I tell you what.
Well,
normally
I will do it if you do it.
I'll do it if you do it.
Well, we're going to do it then. But if we do this, we are definitely shooting this for our show, because people are going to want to see, you know, what happens.
I'll permit that. I don't think CNN would go for it. I mean, no, they wouldn't fit Larry King Live, but it would fit.
Your network cares what happens to you. Mine are like, why don't you jump out of a plane? You know what I miss before we go? You used to have this column in USA Today.
Yeah, they sent 20 years in and they dropped it. But I got a new one in AOL, on the AOL Time Warner main page.
And it was great because it was almost like poetry. It was a collection of your random thoughts. And
it's called It's My 2 Cents. That's what it used to go. Now we call it King's Things.
Right.
And I used to Jimmy Cannon years ago used to write a column called Nobody Asked Me, but it's basically a compendium of thoughts on anything. Like in tonight's column I wrote, nobody smokes a pipe anymore.
Right.
You ever see anyone smoke a pipe?
No.
I never see anyone. I hate those hotel things that replace keys. Remember those keys?
Yeah.
The cards.
Yeah.
They're worse. The worst. They come up green.
Right.
Or red. Those are things like that. And then I'll write about movies.
I'll
write about movies.
So let me guess, you're just driving around or walking around, you're in the shower, and then you just go, I hate blueberries. And then...
Now, I want to ask
why Pop-Tarts? Why not Tart Pops? You know, you just do that.
Look up actor in the dictionary, get a picture of Al Pacino. Those things, just random thoughts.
Al Pacino phoned that one in, didn't he?
No, it's random thoughts on a compendium of items that people may share the view or not share the view.
Right.
It's fun to do. It beats work, and they pay.
It beats work. That's the best reason to do it. Well, Larry King Live, of course, airs nightly at 9 on CNN. And, yeah, you always have been a very good friend to us. I really did enjoy going on your program.
I love this show. I have a special place in my heart, having been one of its original guests. And
yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming back.
And goodbye to... He's gone.
He's been gone for 2 years. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's doing good. Larry King, everyone. DJ Qualls coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.